what's going on YouTube? It's Kevin and Mikkel. We are back with a new video. I hope you guys had a great weekend. I had a really good weekend this weekend, and I got something that I wanted to talk about. I spent the weekend specifically with one person. You know what I'm talking about.
Okay.
So I spent the weekend with this particular person. And this was the first time that we hung out in a minute, right? Oh, make sure before we talk about this, please click the thumbs up button and please share this video on Facebook and Twitter. And thank you to everybody that bought their Scorpion Show shirts this weekend, you know, when it was 15% off. If you still didn't get your shirt, you can still buy them because they do make good Thanksgiving gifts, birthday gifts, and Christmas gifts. And Christmas is coming up, so you might want to snatch up the Scorpion Show store. We got hoodies, we got long sleeve shirts, we got short sleeve shirts, we got tote bags, and we're going to have cell phone cases coming real soon.
Get your
Yes. So head on over to the Scorpion Show store and go get your stuff. So, you know, we hung out this weekend. We went to the movies. We went out to the bar and stuff.
What y'all go see?
We went to go see Pitch Perfect because I really wanted to see
What's that?
Pitch Perfect is the singing movie where they sing a cappella.
Oh, was that funny?
I love that.
Oh, I have to go see that.
It's hilarious. If you didn't go see it, you can go see it. We had went to the Pearl Theater. The Pearl Theater at nighttime on a Friday night is a hot ass mess. I did not know.
I don't go there.
I did not know it was gonna be like that. I mean, it was just like, it was just out of this world, crazy people everywhere, and the weed smell was just ridiculous.
Okay, just
you know. But anyway, I'm just saying, you know, I won't be back there on a Friday night no more. But you know, we had a real good time, and then we started talking. And for some reason, every time we talk, we always talk about that night that happened, you know, about
when it was raining?
Yeah, when Eddie said no.
Oh,
Eddie
that
said,
night, okay.
Yeah.
Which surprisingly, I didn't realize that Eddie was here that day until I got home, and I said, wait, Eddie was there, and so I figured that y'all must have.
Yeah, we didn't talk about that.
Okay, so go ahead.
We made up everything. So, me and him was talking, and he was like, yeah, and I don't like that you tell your friends our business. So, now you know how you don't really talk about a lot of stuff. And,
who, me?
Yeah, like you know.
Well, as far as personal,
yeah.
who I'm talking to or dating, no, I don't talk about that with people because it's private.
Yeah, some stuff is private. But if I'm happy about something, I say, oh, me and so and so's gonna do this today, or we hung out last night, and we had a really good time.
Okay.
So you know, when you vent to your friends and somebody do something they're supposed to do, you're gonna call up one of your friends, be like, you know, it happened to be me and Dennis. So you know, I'll just say, or so and so didn't do this, or so and so didn't do that, and you know, he feels that I shouldn't say anything to my friends because that can make them not like him. But
okay, I'll let you.
But in a sense, for me, it's like, well, I have to have somebody to vent to because I'm not just gonna hold this into myself. Yeah. It's like when you made me upset, like I told you, you know, everything. Like I didn't have nothing to hide or whatever, and you. Like you thought whatever you thought, but it's not like that. And my friends don't think of you like that. But I'm gonna express how I feel when he think that I shouldn't. So, you know, I was like, you know what, we're gonna talk about this. That's gonna be the first topic we talk about, and I want you to read the comments. So I wanna know out there, have y'all been through that? What would y'all do? And I wanna know, what would you do in that situation?
I said that for my opinion. No.
You know, you gave me good advice the last time.
That you did not use, but it's alright. You did, but it's alright. Okay, so I see where both of y'all are going at. I see where he's going at a little bit more because I'm that way. I think it's okay to let your friend, to talk to your friends about some stuff. Not everything, because everything is not for everyone to know.
Yeah.
And I think when it comes to relationships, you got to be careful what it is that you expose your friends to that goes on in your relationship. Even though that is your friend and y'all close and everything, okay, this is just a harmless conversation about us, he making me mad because he didn't do this. But you still have to be a little bit cautious because you don't want what happened at the club with Eddie to happen again one day with another friend. And even though you may think, oh, well, that was a harmless, like, and your friend may think, oh, that was harmless, but you never know. You may have a friend one day when y'all all out together and your friend just say to y'all could be talking about something Like, say for instance, if he didn't cook for you one night, and he was supposed to cook for you, and you got mad that he didn't cook, so then you called Dennis and told Dennis, he didn't cook for me, and he just keep not cooking for me, and he be saying, and then a month goes by, and then you, Dennis, and your friend, and y'all all out together, and then he says, yeah, I'm gonna go home and cook. Or you say, oh, he's gonna cook for me tonight, and then Dennis may pop up and say, yeah, you better make sure you cook for him, cause the last time you didn't cook for him, and he was mad, and then your friend may look like, well, how do you know about that? So you got to be a little bit careful about what it is that you share. You know me, I don't really share too much information when I'm talking or dating somebody, because I just think that some things should be kept private. Now, hence, I do agree with you where it's okay to have friends that you can chit chat, but you got to be cautious of what it is that you tell them. Mm-hmm. Like, a lot of things that happen in my past relationship, I didn't tell you or anybody else until after it was over. I was going through a lot of stuff in my relationship that I held so much in that I didn't even talk to the person that I was dating. I didn't even talk to them about it. And so I held so much stuff in that one day I was in the car with Anitra and Ra, and I just blurted out everything. And it came to the point where at the end of the conversation, they both had to give me a hug, because they were just like, I could tell that this was on your heart, and I was just like, oh my God. Because I'm the type that I hold so much stuff in. But I just think the communication is the key. Mm-hmm. You got to have a balance with it. You got to know what to say and what not to say. And just because somebody is your friend does not mean they need to know everything.
Yeah, because I mean, you got some people that say, "Oh, well, I don't think that's the right person for you, or you shouldn't."
Yeah, and you don't.
But I don't let that influence my decision, because I'm going to go with.
Yeah, and if you notice with me, I never told you ever that he was not the right person for you. Because first of all, that's not my place, and it's none of my business, and I don't know him to say that. Because I would never want you to turn around and say, oh, Mikhail, I don't think so-and-so, because it's not your place and it's not your business. And I will to do that. So I never do that. Mm-hmm. But I will give you advice on what it is that you should do. I like to do this. I don't like to play the blame game. I'm kind of like Iyama. I like to look at it as, what is it that you are doing rather than what is it that they're not doing? What is it that you're not doing? You see what I'm saying?
Because I know I do everything right.
Yeah, but see,
right now.
But see, you can't think that. Because I thought in my last relationship, I thought I was doing everything right. I'm doing everything right. You're the one that's doing stuff wrong until after we broke up. And then when we broke up a year later, I told you, I think about a month or two ago, we were on the phone together and we just talked about everything. And then I realized what it was that I was doing wrong that was making my ex so upset with me. And I was like, damn. And then when my ex was telling me this, it was all registering in my head. Damn, I was doing that. But then at the time, I didn't think that it was wrong. I thought, oh, well, this is just how Mikhail is, and you just gonna have to accept that. But you gotta, today, I was watching, oh my God, I'm about to quote something from Wendy Williams. Oh, so today I was at work, and I had to wait to do something. And so at work, in this particular area in the hospital, they had a TV, and they just happened to be having Wendy Williams on. And so Wendy had I guess he was like a relationship expert on. I couldn't catch. Well, anyway, this woman got up and she was saying that she has a new husband and she used to be married to her old husband. But her new husband wants her to change her name to his name. I guess she still carries her old husband's name. So, Wendy said, well, is your old husband, is he dead or are you guys divorced? And she said, no, we're divorced. And so Wendy said, well, I don't think you should change it because it's a lot of paperwork in doing it. But the relationship expert said that
she should change the last name.
He said that she should change it because you have to negotiate some things. He was like, I understand that, but you have to negotiate some things, and you have to compromise in relationships. And a lot of people don't realize and understand that, and I was one of those people that didn't understand that, because I just thought everything was my way or no way. But if you notice, that's why my ass is single.
Well, see, I love to be in control, and I like everything to be my way too.
It's true, but you can't have it that way.
I know.
Because let me tell you something. I will be the first one to tell you, and I have no problem with admitting when I'm wrong. I just don't, because it's healthy. And I think that's one of the reasons why my ass is still single. Because I was in this point where I just felt as though everything that I said and did was right, and you're the wrong. But then after a while, when your ass is single for a year and you get to sit back and reevaluate things, it's like, damn, maybe I was wrong, or maybe I did do this a little differently. So you can't always think that you're wrong, because if you always think that you're right, then you ain't gonna never get nowhere in your relationships. You're just never going to get anywhere, because every argument that y'all have, not just you, but people out there, if you're listening to me, who think that way, every argument that you have, you're going to think, I'm right, you're wrong, and that's the end of it. And then they're going to look at you and say, well, damn, you don't like to compromise on anything. And then who wants to be with somebody who don't like to compromise?
You're right. You're right. But don't look at me and say,
I'm just saying, talking from experience, because my ass is single. So I know.
No, but you know what though? Even though you are set in your ways, I think that it's good to be set in your ways. So that way, you know, if somebody does something that you don't like, you can be able to say, no, this is what I like, this is what I don't like. And you take what you learned from that relationship and you apply it to the next one.
Yeah, but I'm not saying it's anything wrong with being set in your ways, but don't be so set in your ways that you can't hear when somebody else is talking to you. Don't be set in your ways like that. It's okay. If I say I don't like root beer, you're not going to try to force me to drink root beer. That's fine. But don't be set in your ways if somebody's trying to compromise with something like a relationship, and they're trying to start or build a relationship with you, but you feel as though, no, because I said you're supposed to do this, and if you don't do it, then I'm going to be mad at you, and if you don't call me, you can't do that, because then there's no compromise.
It took me a long time to change, because I feel that there should be some type of communication every day. Yes. I don't give a damn if we don't talk on the phone. You can send me an iMessage. You can send me a tweet. You can send me a Facebook. As long as we have some type of communication, I'm fine. But it took me a while to understand that people are not going to text you every day. People are not going to call you every day. But, you know, that's what I want, and I don't think that it's hard to get that. So, you know, I had to bite down on that, because if I wasn't getting that, I would just be like, I'm cool. I don't need to talk to you. I'm fine. I could just go ahead and move on. And I you know, I did admit that, you know, when I was going through that, I was ready to move on. Like, I felt like I wasn't in the wrong. I tried to explain my case. I haven't talked to you like the whole week. Once I heal, I'm fine. I could just go in because I was hurt. And once I woke up that Wednesday morning, I was fine. Like, I'm all right. And you was like, no, I think you should make the call. And
who said that, man?
You was like, you should do it. And everybody was like, yeah, you should take Michaela's advice. It was like, fuck all of that. You know, it's just like, when you stuck in your ways, it's like, you're just going to go with what you want to go with no matter what. But it does take a lot to, you know, admit, okay, you were
when you're wrong.
Yeah, and
it's let me tell you something. It took me a long time to admit when I was wrong. But it's like I told you just now, it's okay to be set in your ways. Just don't be so far set in your ways. My pastor preaches about this every Sunday, and I know he gets a lot of people upset. When you go to a church and you got members who have been members of the church for 40 and 50 years, and then you got young or new people that come into the church and they want to try something new and different, but the older members are like, I've been here for so long, and this is how we do it, and this is how it's going to be. Don't be so set in those old ways that you can't see when change needs to happen. And that's how you should be. Don't be so set in your ways that you can't see, because he seems like a really nice guy. And I didn't want you, at the time that you were telling me that stuff, I didn't want you to be so, I'm the Scorpion and that's that, to where you, because I mean, that's the attitude you were given. I don't want you to be like that to where you let somebody like that walk out of your life. I don't want you to be like that. I mean, if I could do it all over again with my ex, I would, because now I know what it is that I need to do better, and what it is that but then that's not how life is. Life don't work like that. So what I need to do is apply what I learned and apply it to the next relationship whenever it comes. Whether it's a year, 2, 10, 12, 20, whatever. You need to just hold on to that stuff. And you just need to be conscious that you are not the only person in the relationship. It's two of y'all. And so therefore, everything cannot go your way.
That's going to be a hard pill to swallow. But I'm still working on it, y'all. So I hope you got what you know, well, you know who you are. I hope you're reading the comments and, you know.
Oh, he watches now.
No, he don't watch. I say I want you to watch this video. But I say don't watch it until Tuesday. That way you'll see.
Oh, you want him to watch this video?
Yeah.
Oh, hey. Well, I can't say your name, but hey.
Well, this segment, I definitely want him to watch.
Okay.
So, you know, this weekend, though, I really had a good time. Also, it was Outfest. Shout out to everybody that came out to Outfest yesterday. we had a really, really good time, and you know, the rain actually held up for us. Even though it drizzled a little bit, the rain really like calmed down, and then they had the little drag performances. They was lip syncing. Somebody was singing Beyonce, but I missed who it was. They were singing I Was Here, and I was so drunk walking down the street.
I wanted to come, but when I texted you, it was too late because I had stayed in church all day. I went to the morning service and an afternoon service, and so when I texted you, I thought, well, okay, once I get out of here, I'll be able to go. But then when you said it was over, I was like,
like a little after 6, yeah. Like I met some cool people. Some people I met before. You know, we went to Bar. The Bar is my best friend's birthday. Happy birthday, Brandon. You know.
Oh wait.
What?
Before I cut you off, which I already did, this is the 3rd anniversary of Mama Scorpion Sears video. Well, did you upload it?
It's already.
Or did you upload it on the 9th?
We recorded it on the 8th, and I uploaded it on the 9th, I think.
Okay, well, but it's still the day that she recorded it. Today is the 3rd anniversary, okay? And if y'all have not seen that video, please go watch it.
Y'all gotta watch that video. It's all you gotta do is type in Mama Scorpion goes off on scene.
I don't want the guy's job. Shit. Jobs is hard to come by. I'm having a hard time with mine. But when I pay you my money, you deliver what you're supposed to deliver. You're supposed to be a big ass company. You got to send away for your part. You know, you don't have a place for all your supplies and things. You got to make one appointment, then you got to make another appointment, and then that takes even longer. I could have went the hell out there and got some reap from out of the damn street to fix the damn bitch better than them, and wouldn't have to pay as much. But I tell you one damn thing, you better show up tomorrow. I don't want to hear no hoot-de-hoo, oh I couldn't, because if that's the case, I'll go down there and get me a new washing machine. You couldn't fix this one? Well then you pay for the one I did get. Oh, we going to inverse you for all. That is my video. What? That,
y'all gotta watch it.
That and Beyonce's Crazy in Love video, those 2 videos I think are the only 2 videos I've ever watched and studied down pat.
People like, when Mama Scorpion coming back? When's she coming back? She'll be back soon. That was the #1 question.
That's like the top 5 all-time video on YouTube. Rants on YouTube. I mean, I would put that in the top 5. Like, what?
So you got a chance to, because I was out, so I didn't get a chance to see Fix My Life, and Oprah's not rerunning them during the week.
Yeah,
so
she should. Okay, so Iyanla Fix My Life, this is my first time watching Fix My Life since Evelyn's Fix My Life. So I missed a few episodes. But I'm glad I caught this one because it had something to do with bloggers and stuff. Well, yeah, it was really interesting. I learned a lot. And I also was like,
I'm trying to apply it to this situation.
Well, I mean, some things, you know what they say. You can watch some things and apply it to your own situations. You can. But anyway. So, Iyanla Fix My Life this Saturday was about, I think they were called 6 black chicks, or 6 chicks, something about 6 chicks, brown chicks, I think that's what it's called. And they were based out of Chicago. This was a blog, one of the person who put everything together, her name was Zandra. She was the head of it all. And she had got in touch with like these 5 other different bloggers. Each blogger blogged about different things. Like one may have blogged about relationships, the other one may have blogged about drug abuse. Like they all blogged about different things, but they all came together for this one blog. And so they had gotten so big that, you know, it was even talks about putting them on TV. And I could have actually seen them on TV. It could have been an all-black, to me, it could have been an all-black version of The View. But just about life rather than how The View talks about everything in the news. It could have been, I could have watched that because it seemed like it would have been really interesting. So, somewhere down along the line, the women started clashing with each other. And particularly, they started clashing the most with the head of it, Zandra, the one who, you know, she became, or they all started to realize that Zandra was the type that it's my way or no way. And so Zandra would do when the other women would post blogs on the site, being as though she had the power, like you have the power to do certain things, she would delete some of these women's blogs.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and so it became a clash with them. And so one by one, each woman started to leave to the where it was like no show no more. And I think Zandra was the one who contacted Iyanla to figure out everything. But you know how when they have the like thing where each person is talking like to the producer to say about what happened and how Zandra was somewhat like you and what you just said. Everything was, nothing's my fault, it's their fault. The reason why this is not working is because them. I was in the right and they were in the wrong. And she didn't take any type of responsibility for her own actions, which was really, really sad because it just, you could tell that this woman was like, you could tell that she was a problem, but she did not want to admit that she was a problem. So everybody else was the problem except for her. And so Iyanla had put them, the 6 of them, in pairs. And so the 2 of them, she had 2 of them go with each other. I think it was only 4 that she put in pairs, but like 2 each. And she took them to a department store in the beginning and she had them dress each other of what the one would think the other one should wear. And I think the girl, Cayenne was her name, she was with Zandra. And Cayenne had dressed Zandra in all black. And Iyanla said, and she looked real nasty and tacky too, in the black that she had. And Iyanla said, well, why did you dress her in all black? And she said, because, you know, Zandra's just so dark and she's so cold and she's not nice, and this is what I think of her. And, you know, Zandra was upset because Zandra was like, Cayenne knows that I would never wear black and nothing ugly like this. So, you know, it was just really good. And then one of the women had a problem with her, her husband was dying of, I think he had like brain cancer. And sadly, he did die after they filmed it because at the end of the episode they showed, you know, he died in June. But one of the women, her husband had was dying from brain cancer, and she was saying how none of the women had like
contacted her.
Well, they contacted her, but none of them had actually come to her to like. And Iyanla was like, "You mean to tell me none of these women actually came to you to console you, you know, to find out what was?" And she was like, "No." And this woman, knowing that her husband was going to die, she just didn't want to put that in her head. Her image was, I just got to help him as long as I can. And Iyanla broke this woman down. She grabbed her, when they were all like in this room, she grabbed the woman and she stood her up, and Iyanla kept saying to this woman, I need for you to accept the fact that your husband is going to die, and that when he does die, you're going to need these women to be there for you. And the woman just would not, like, she didn't want to accept that her husband was going to die. So Iyanla kept grabbing her face and was like, no, I need you to say it. And then finally the woman just broke down. And when Iyanla was doing it, you know, all the other women, they were sitting there crying and stuff, and I was crying. And then Iyanla was like to the other women, I need for y'all to get up and tell her that y'all are going to be there. And they, each one of them, you know, was hugging her, and they all was crying. Mind you, they all didn't like each other, but then this part, everybody liked each other. Everybody was crying and stuff. It was really good. And then at the end, Iyanla had these elderly women come, and like each one of the women like kneeled before the elderly woman and gave them a flower. And the woman, like each elderly woman was just telling each woman, like, you gotta be strong and you gotta be there for each other, because women, you know, you gotta. It was just a really good, powerful episode, and I really, really, really enjoyed it. For me to miss all those episodes and then to come back to this, I really, really enjoyed it. If you get a chance, you should try looking it up on the website, because I'm sure they probably have this episode on the website. But it was really, really good. It was really good, and I felt so bad for that woman because you could tell that she did not want to. Like, nobody wants to accept the fact that a loved one is going to die. Like, you know, you just don't want to accept that. And Iyanla just kept telling her, like, look, you have to accept it. Your husband is going to die, and when he dies, you're going to need people there around you, particularly these women, because these are, y'all did so much together, and it would be a shame for y'all to not be there for her when this happens. And it was good because at the end, when the husband did die, they all did come and was all there for her, so that was a good thing. But
so why does Zandra girl was deleting the blogs and stuff?
Because she was, it was just like, it was a lot of cattiness between them. It was just so much cattiness. And I guess when one came to Zandra with a problem or what they didn't like what was going on, you know, she probably felt as though, well, first of all, this is my ship, I'm the captain of this ship, and I can do what I want to do. You know, you got some people who are sneaky and spiteful when it is their empire, when they put everything together. And so you know, when it's your shit, you feel as though, well, I can do this, and who the hell's gonna tell me I can't do it? Because I'm the boss. And I think that's the attitude that she had. Well, no, I don't think that is the attitude that she had, because it is what she did. And you know, ooh! And then one of the women was talking when they was at the dinner table, and Zandra and the woman was going back and forth, and the girl said something about Zandra, and she went just like this.
Who?
Zandra went like this to the lady, and then Cayenne saw it and was like, Zandra just put her middle finger up at so-and-so, and Zandra said to Cayenne, if I'm not talking to you, you need to mind your business. And Yana said, not on my watch! Yes! You will not disrespect another woman. Because if you disrespect her, you'll disrespect me. Not on my watch! Do you understand me? I said, go off! You put your middle finger up at nobody. What? Yana got her together. Oh, you was seeing that clip?
Yes.
Yeah, that's the clip. That's the clip. She put her middle finger up that lady, and Cayenne said, "Ooh," she put her middle finger. She said, "If I'm not talking to you, you mind your business." And y'all said, "Not on my watch. You will not disrespect another woman on my watch." She said, "If you disrespect her, you'll disrespect me, and I will have you disrespecting me. Not on my watch." Get your life. That episode was good.
I'll be looking for that episode.
That was good. Girl, get her together. I thought Yana Ham was gonna go through that table. Oh Lord.
So also over the weekend, y'all, Stacy Dash tweeted on Twitter that she is endorsing Mitt Romney. She's Team Romney. She's Team so and so, and you know, all the people, what else she say?
I don't know, but I just feel as though Stacy Dash has nothing else to do, so she might as well just...
Yeah, I mean, hey,
if she wants to endorse him, that's fine. But I just think that since leaving Single Ladies, Stacy Dash's name has not really been out there, so she needs a reason for her name to be out there. So what better reason than to say I'm endorsing Mitt Romney?
Yeah, and once she did that, you know, everybody attacks her. But this is my thing.
Right.
You can't attack somebody because they want to vote for somebody
you
else.
Can't do that.
If you ask me, a lot of the black people mad that she's only voting for Romney because, you know, he's a white man and he's not a black man, and you're supposed to, you know, vote for Obama because he's black. And that's what a lot of people are thinking. But, you know, let her endorse whoever the hell she wants to endorse.
That's true.
How can you get mad and then call her all kinds of names? She's irrelevant, she's this and she's that. But you're giving her all of your energy and all of your time talking about her and telling her all this kind of negative, nasty stuff. And then somebody gonna tweet me, "Oh, you didn't say that when it came to Nicki Minaj." You damn right, I said the same damn thing. I said Nicki Minaj wants to vote for Mitt Romney. Let her go ahead and do what the hell she wants to do. Because I feel like people are entitled to say, I want to vote for this person. I want to vote for that person. But as soon as somebody go against how you think, oh, it's such a bad thing, let the girl live. Let her
I agree with you, even though I think she's doing it for other reasons, but I agree with you because I think in voting, you vote who you want to vote. Because after when Obama leaves, I'm sure whenever he leaves office, whether it be next year or in 2017, whatever the case may be, there are going to be other white men. I mean, black people, we were voting for white men before Obama came along. I mean, so, yeah. Shout out to Stacy Dash, you know. I mean, who was it?
This is the first time we talked about her since she left Single Ladies.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's what I said. I think she's doing something about her. Now we're talking about her.
Yeah, so I mean, leave her alone. Let her live her life. That'd be fair.
And Stacy Dash, if you ever want to come to the Scorpion show, like some of your other celebrity friends, like Missy Elliott and oh my God, I was so excited. Yeah. Missy tweeted me and told me she was going to slide through the Scorpion show when she come through. I said, girl, get your life.
And you know, shout out to Missy because she tweeted me out the blue. She said she loved me and there was no explanations why. She just do. And you know, just shout out to Missy. Missy will be on the show, and of course, Mikhail want to say, "Oh, did you make sure she's coming on the show?"
You damn right.
I'm like, damn, he all up in our little love.
You damn right. You damn right.
So we working on getting Missy on. you know, I text Marsha Ambrose. It's like, bitch, where the fuck you been at? Like, she like, you know, she can't wait for us to hear her new music. And I said, yeah, because we need you to come on our show as soon as you drop your first single. So we're going to get Marsha Ambrose on her new album, Friends and Lovers. I don't know when it's coming out, but it'll be out soon, and we'll have her on the show.
Doesn't it feel good to have these celebrities excited to come on with us?
Yes.
That's exciting.
Yes, and you know, she said, yeah, I'm trying to do a sit down with y'all. So
that's exciting. I think we should be
we're doing a damn thing right.
Proud of ourselves. I'm
very
myself in the back.
I already told y'all this 27, me turning 27, a lot of big stuff is going to happen. And you better make sure you go there October 25th for Pay LaBelle.
Oh, I am.
So we can get
you have to show me how to that thing that you made those cards, that website that you went on to make those cards.
Oh, the business cards.
Yeah, you need to, so I can have those with me so I don't go see Patty. What?
Okay.
You think I won't be up there by myself? I'm be just like this. Patty, who's in charge? Who's running this ship up here? Who? Oh, point me in that direction so I can handle my.
Don't get beat up though, because you know.
I'm still. You don't have a bottle of water with you. You don't have a bottle of water.
Shut up.
Because you know how you like to get with the water when things aren't going your way.
Okay. That boy that got beat up in front of the damn airport.
Okay, Miss Patty, don't do it. Don't do it. You don't want to lose this fan as much as I sing your songs.
Speaking of brawls, there was a big melee in Society Hill, Philadelphia, which is also known as Historic Philadelphia, which is downtown Philadelphia, at the Sheraton Hotel. Now, it really went down between two wedding families. Now, this is what they say happened. It was two families celebrating weddings. So you had
two different families.
Yeah, two different families.
Two different wedding
celebrating a wedding. One party had an open bar, and another family had the pay.
Supposedly.
Yeah, this allegedly all went down. So the paying wedding family started to go over to the free side where it was open bar.
It's a whole different wedding party.
Yes.
You don't know these people. You don't know them, and you go over there to drink their liquor.
So when I heard that, I said, oh my God, a bunch of black people started fighting at the hotel. That's not what happened. Then all of a sudden, I seen the YouTube video, and
they wasn't colored.
Yeah, they were white people. They were, of course, everybody said they were drunk.
Okay. Alcohol was the blame, right? Okay. Yeah, because the white people was alcohol, they were drunk.
You know, alcohol played a factor.
Had they been black, two black wedding parties. Damn. Is it really like that, Renee Shanoff? I mean, aren't you with a girl? Get your life.
So, you know, they showed a video of them beating up the cops. The cops pulling out their baton, beating up on people. The fight was so bad, one of the uncles from one of the wedding parties died.
Had a heart attack and died.
Had a heart attack. He had nothing to do with it. I guess he just got
so excited.
Yeah, so excited. He died a couple hours later at the hospital. You know,
that's horrible. Oh, that's horrible.
A lot of shit is going down in Philly, and our city is just not looking right. We had that fight. We had that cop. Then we had the 6 girls beating up on the handicapped woman, and then another dumb bitch.
Then they recorded. You know what? It's sad, but you know what?
I don't get that.
But no, you know what? We get upset, but I thank God. Well, okay, because I don't want nobody to misinterpret like they did with my Metro PCS video. Okay, so you know I gotta watch what I say when I say it. Okay, how am I gonna say this without people? No. It is wrong that they did that, but I thank God that they did record it because now we get to see these assholes and we get to bring them to justice.
And they keep uploading it on the computer.
Yeah, and it's so, like, you know, you want to tell them not to record it, but then you want them to record it so then we can catch them.
And laugh at them.
And just be like, you an idiot. Like, and they really beat up on. I don't know who this woman was to them. Who was this woman to them?
The lady, you know how
they were in the house.
You know how crazy people get sometimes. They might curse you out, be like "fuck you."
Yeah.
But they really don't know what's.
But they were in the house, so they had to have known.
Because the lady was sitting on her step, and then what they did was took her in her house and recorded them beating her up.
Oh no!
So all 6 of them are now being charged as adults, and you should have seen their family on TV.
Oh, I saw their pictures. Don't tell me their family was taken up for them.
Okay.
Oh, don't you hate? And you know what? They can never, ever. This is what I'm gonna say, black people. Black people can never, ever, ever say when their kids are wrong. Just like when Jennifer Hudson's brother-in-law killed their family, and when his mom was on there, oh no, he didn't do that. And it's like, when he threatened to kill them over 20 times, you can sit there and say he didn't do that.
And she's still standing by her son.
And she's still standing by her son.
Accept the fact that he did this, and don't try to say they put this on him. Come on now.
So these girls' families are what? After the video is there to prove that these girls did it, and they still saying what?
That they didn't do this, and they shouldn't get charged like that. And the lady was going off on TV. But I say good for them. Good for them. And then these other dumb motherfuckers going in the supermarket, guess they asked this man questions. Then they pull out a video, robs him of $100, hit him in the face with like a glass bottle, you know, messed up his nose. And then they uploaded to YouTube, and the cops said, let's look on YouTube. And they found the video right on YouTube. And then they found the motherfuckers, locked them up. People, you know, when you kids, you gotta stop if you watch, and I don't like kids watching that show, but y'all gotta stop doing some stupid shit. Even adults. Y'all really have to stop this dumb shit.
I just don't get it.
It's not making sense at all. You know, this is why people just, you know, people just look at us funny. You know, we just do the stupidest shit. And, you know, I came to this realization yesterday. I don't know how true it is, but it's like, you know, they always say, you know, black people always get caught up in these robberies. And I said there, and I don't know why the hell I was thinking about this. Intoxicated. I thought about this. I said, it's because they can't get no jobs and nobody wants to give them a chance. No. So all they're doing this to survive. But to me, when you kill somebody, no, you don't have to kill nobody.
But I don't look at it as you can't get a job and you can't survive. Because I have friends who can't get a job and they need to survive, but they don't go out robbing.
Oh, they don't go robbing, but some of them be not your friends in particular. No, I shouldn't say
but
that.
But I don't want to put those people in the same category of the good people who can't get a job. Because not everybody who can't get a job says, oh, I'm going to go out there and rob somebody. Not even if you're not beating them up, but just rob somebody. Like, you don't have to do that.
You don't, but that's the mentality of some of these people. Like, I gotta rob because I gotta survive. You know? And I really was thinking about this. I said, like, if they get a felony and they apply for a job, you know, it's already looked down upon. You got a felony. I can't trust you. We're probably not going to give you this job. And then you out there, you got to sell drugs because you have to survive. This is the only way that they could get any kind of money coming in because nobody's not.
But that's not true. That's not true.
But most of the time it is true because nobody's not giving them a chance.
Yeah, but you don't have to look at. I would never. I'm sorry.
I'm not making an excuse.
No, I'm not saying that you are. I'm not saying that you are. But me personally, I can't never look at a situation like that and say, oh well, they did it because they can't get a job and nobody's not hiring them. No, I'm not gonna look at it like that because there are a lot of people who can't get a job. There are a lot of people who nobody. I couldn't get a job for a long time before I actually got the job that I had before I had this new one. I never thought about, damn, I need to go out there and rob somebody because I just can't get a job. No, there are other means. You can go on unemployment. You can find somebody. You can, hey, find a lawnmower. Go knocking door to door. Ask somebody you need it. I mean, there are other ways to do it other than getting up and robbing people. And I just can't sit there and say somebody did that because they can't get a job. No, they did it because there are some people who rob people with jobs. There's some people who have jobs, but they want more and more and more and more and more. Like for instance, when Jeremy got robbed that night by those two guys, and they threw him in a car, and they made him strip and take all his clothes. Jeremy was telling me when I was in this car taking off all my clothes, this car was filled with clothes in the back seat, and like they were going around just robbing people and making them take off their clothes. And like, I just can't imagine. Like, you mean to tell me it's that bad that you have to walk around there and just drive by and just
their money? I mean, with them clothes,
it's selling it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And I'm sure these guys probably had a job, but they just want more money, and so their way of getting more money is by robbing people walking down the street at night and throwing them in a car and making them strip down to their underwear. Like, you just. I just will never accept that fact that, oh, they're doing this because they can't get a job. They're doing it because they're stupid.
It's not even just about acceptance. In some situations, that's how people survive. I don't know why I thought that, but it just just came to me, and it's not an excuse for. No, it's not an excuse for
it's not
everybody.
was that you? I was watching that when I was watching the two guys who walked up on that girl in the subway station and stole her laptop.
No.
Was that you? I was watching it. This it was down. It was on the L. It probably was 40th Street, around 40th Street. This girl gets off. This young white girl, she gets off the sub, and she has her laptop, and these two young black guys follow behind her, and they rob her of her laptop, and then, like...
I would never walk around with my laptop out my hand. First of all, I don't even take my laptop with me now.
Well, I don't know if she had her laptop in her hand. I don't think she, because if I remember correctly, I don't think she had her laptop in her hand. They robbed her, because she had on the book bag.
Okay.
That she did have on.
Right.
So they may have taken the book bag. Okay. She may have been on the train and had her, you just never know. Some people do stupid stuff.
Pull out their
something I would never do.
Watch movies on their laptop, on the train, on the bus. Who does that?
Yeah, but you know what? Who does that? But people do it. Just like when you're coming home from work. Like for instance, you were on a train during rush hour when you were coming from New York that day, and you said there was a lot of people on the train or something like that. When you coming home from the train, when you were at Tay Martin's party, and you said you came home and it was packed on the train, there was a lot of people on the train. Kevin, it wasn't that long ago.
I don't remember this.
When you went to Tay Martin Vince's
party.
that
time I went there.
And you came home to Philadelphia and you took the train home.
Yeah, in the morning. I mean, at the afternoon, coming home.
It was so many rush hour. Yeah. I'm sure there were people on that train who were on their computers. I mean, some people do that. But you never think that somebody is watching you and going to rob you. That's what I'm saying. Now, you and I would not pull out a laptop on the train. No, I would not. But there are people who do it because they do it leisurely. Yeah, but I wouldn't even pull that out. Because you never know who's watching you. Even in broad daylight, because people don't care nowadays. Just like that guy when we were watching downstairs, that guy robbed that store and didn't have no mask, no nothing on. People just don't care. I think that...
I just use my brain. Like,
you have to use your brain.
On a train, I could do that. I know I got an hour and a half ride. I know, like, ain't nobody gonna get me now. But I do this, but I put on my iPad on the system.
You can't say that. You can't say ain't nobody gonna get you. Because I was walking around with that same mentality until I had 6 people rob me with a gun in the back of my head. Now just imagine if he'd have pulled that trigger, there would have been no Scorpion show for me. I wouldn't be sitting here. No. I never in a million years thought that I, first of all, would ever be robbed, but then robbed by 6 people at one time. Like, who does that? It's just me, and y'all robbed me, and all I had was $8 and a cell phone. But see, when they robbed me, they didn't know what I had. You see what I'm saying? One of them said, oh, he looked like he got money. But I didn't. All I had was $8 in my pocket. People just don't care. They don't care. So don't ever say, oh, I know nobody's not going to rob me, because then it'll happen. Because I remember when I got off the train that night, I will never forget this. The girl Lex that I was with when we got off at City Hall, she said to me, be careful. And I looked at her and I said, oh, I'm always careful. And then as soon as I get to Brawl, what happens? I get robbed. That's why you can't necessarily say that, because you never know who's watching you. That's why my dad always taught me, when you walking down the street, you always make sure you look behind you, because you never know who's following you.
But see, my thing is, once I get off that train, because most of the time it's nighttime, I'm not walking all the way to go get the bus. I get in the cab, the cab right there, and I go home. That's what I be like, now, ain't nobody gonna get me. All of these damn guards at this train station, all of these dogs, if you want to come and try to get me, come and get me.
But you can't think like that.
I know I should.
You can't, because somebody, let me tell you something. It'll be that one night when, like, the street.
Y'all probably think I'm being stubborn, but I'm very street smart.
Yeah, we all are. Until you get robbed. And you say, damn, where did I slip up? The street that I got robbed on, one of these days when you and I are in the car together, I'm going to take you. The street that I got robbed on is a busy street. I got robbed on Olney Avenue. Cars are always driving. The 26 and the 18 drive down Olney Avenue. I was 2 blocks away from Brawl and Olney, so that's busy. So the night I got robbed, there was no cars and nobody. The whole time these guys were standing and robbed me with this gun to my hand, I'm saying in the back of my head, please Lord, don't let them shoot me. And where is a car? Not one car drove by the whole time I was getting robbed. You just never know. It could be that one moment where you think this ain't gonna happen, but then there may not be nobody there, and somebody run up and rob you and then run off. You just never know. And I'm thinking, I'm on Olney Avenue where there are cars, there's buses, there's cops driving by. Nothing. That was the perfect robbery, and they got me. They got me.
For $8
For $8 in a cell phone.
That was a Metro cell phone, by the way.
It probably was at that time. No, it wasn't.
Oh, y'all ain't gonna. I ain't gonna let y'all live this one up.
Okay. No, that wasn't a Metro.
No. Yeah, but
it was in 2006, so this was before Metro, I think.
But
and this is before.
These crimes out here is getting ridiculous. Right? Okay, so the real Chris Brown. So Chris Brown released this video late Thursday night.
After he done broke up with
broke up with Karrueche, hanging with Rihanna, was at Jay-Z's concert. I think he went a couple times, I'm not too sure. But there was a picture where it was Chris Brown, Rihanna, then Rita Ora and Beyonce.
Oh, I didn't see that picture. All I saw was Chris Brown and Rihanna. He had like on a white t-shirt and it was a picture from a fan. Mm-hmm. A fan took this picture because it was behind them.
Oh, yeah, from behind.
Yeah, it was from behind them, and it was like overlooking them. But you could see him sitting there, and Rihanna was sitting right here. I didn't see no picture with Beyonce.
Yeah, they was all like in the same box.
All together?
Yeah, it was like a bunch of them. A bunch of celebrities in that box.
Beyonce, when they walked in there, Beyonce probably looked at Rihanna and said, well, if you like it, I love it. And walked off.
They're gonna, in a couple years, they're gonna be married.
Okay.
Rihanna's
I know
pregnant.
she did.
Riri's pregnant. And by who?
I'm gonna ask Rita. I'm gonna say, well, what did you think when Chris walked up in there? Cause I don't, I'm just trying to figure out, well, what did Beyonce say? No, what did she really say?
Okay.
Beyonce probably said like,
Beyonce is just the best of friends now.
Who?
Rita Ora.
Well, I think that's like her mentor.
Yeah, she's with Rock Nation.
I can imagine. Beyonce, when Chris Brown and Rihanna walked into that VIP box at that concert, Beyonce probably got on their phone so fast and texted Jay-Z, guess who the fuck is here?
And Jay-Z need to be trying to help Chris Brown. Instead of, isolating him.
You know what? Chris Brown is, I don't think he's isolating him. If he's in VIP with his wife, then he can't be isolating him.
You probably talked to him
but I think
back in the day, he looked down on
Chris. For good reasons. Look what Chris Brown did to his men. You know what I'm saying? So maybe Jay-Z had a reason for looking down.
But at that time, I think that was the time. I don't know why we're going back to that, but I just think that was the time where a lot of the men in the industry should have helped him. And I agree with you. He was a little boy, 19, at that time. But he's always forever a woman beater, according to people. I wanted to fuck somebody up at the bar yesterday because Michael Vick's face came on the telephone screen, on the television screen, and they're going to say he's a dog beater. I wanted a dog killer. I wanted to fuck that man up. It's like he can't be a dog killer forever, but I kept it cute and kept it on mute. Because I don't know people in that bar, they could have fucked me up.
Well, you know what?
But I just didn't like that.
I think it goes way past Jay-Z now. Chris Brown needs to have a little talk with Jesus.
He need to talk with Iyanla. He really needs to talk with
Jesus
Iyanla.
or Iyanla.
Because that video.
Men don't. But see, men like that. They don't like to give that. They don't want to feel weak.
See, when I got something in my mind, I gotta get it off.
I'm telling you,
I can't hold it to myself.
Chris Brown needs to have a little talk with Jesus and tell him all about his problem.
Look, he done made that video. He's drunk in the video. He's either drunk or high. He was on some good shit.
He's on some good.
And I don't even know what I want to do, but you want to know the real Chris Brown. I'm in love with two women.
He looks like he smoked a lot. He looks smoked.
I could respect Chris Brown if he was sober in that video and was talking about it. And then somebody going to tweet me, well...
Then he was showing clips of him and Rihanna in the club, and then him and Karrueche coming off an elevator. He really don't know what he wants. How can you make a video like... I think that's so disrespectful. Yeah. I do. I think that the video was a little disrespectful because it doesn't seem like a serious video. No. I can't see me being the ex of somebody and then they telling me they still miss me and then they make a video of them with me and then make a video with the person that they... hello, that's disrespectful. Like, come on.
Chris, you really need some help. Like, maybe being single is what you need to do. Maybe you need to be away from both of them and just...
Nothing we say is gonna...
Yeah, I'm just, something. But somebody got mad at me talking about, well, a drunk tongue speaks a sober mind, and you of all people should know that. Somebody got me together. So I said, well, I get drunk too, and sometimes I tell lies when I'm drunk. I know most of the time I know what be going on and what I be saying out my mouth. So I said, who's to say? Everything that Chris Brown is saying is true. But I really think that he should have been sober because more people would respect him and his feelings instead of him being drunk or high and talking about how he's feeling about Karrueche and Rihanna. I don't think he never should have put that video out.
I don't even think what's the purpose of making that video? I think it's more so disrespectful to Karrueche than it is to him or Rihanna. Because Rihanna's like, well, bitch, I got him.
Rihanna don't care. Rihanna is Jocelyn. Rihanna is Jocelyn. And
that's what I'm about to say. Rihanna is the common sense version of Jocelyn. But they both don't care. Mm-hmm. She does not care. As long as she got her man, which is Brown, like she tweeted, it ain't nobody's business but me and my babies. Mm-hmm. Rihanna don't care. You see she wearing her hair like Jocelyn now. Mm-hmm. Get your
They might do a song together. Okay. They got too much going. They got too much going on, and we shouldn't know everything that's going on. And Chris Brown, you could have kept that private. And that's something we should have just tried to look in, and you shouldn't have gave us a mirror. You shouldn't have gave us a mirror. Okay. That would be the highest rated show on BET.
No, that would be the highest rated show ever. Besides Houston Family Crime.
Okay. And speaking of that commercial,
I told Kevin. When we was watching the commercial for Houston's new reality show, I said, looking at these clips, you can't help but to say, but when is Whitney gonna pop up?
Okay. Somewhere
she's gonna pop up. A hologram of her gonna walk up on the screen. Walk up on the screen.
You know what? I think they had to do this reality show because Whitney can't support them no more. So they need
all of our money's going to
Bobby
the daughter.
Okay, but Whoopi. What's her name? Whitney. Probably had, you know her little money. She probably was helping her family out. And
but don't her family? Yeah, because I'm sure her mom is getting some too. But doesn't her? Well, her will was made out to her daughter.
Yep.
So, but I'm sure, isn't it like royalty stuff that Whitney's family, or especially her mom, is
probably Bobby Christina probably gets everything.
Yeah, but I'm sure she's gonna help her grandma.
I don't know. I don't know what Sissy's getting, but I heard Sissy was going on tour.
Well, Sissy is on. Sissy gets Social Security now.
Yeah,
because she's almost. She's
been getting
Social Security and Whitney's money.
Look.
Get your life. And I know that apartment she lives in is paid off.
I want to know.
Whitney ain't put her in no
I really want to know who's going to benefit from this reality show. Like
me, because I'm going to cheat every week.
Okay.
Every fucking week I'm going to get my life. Okay? And find out what's going on.
Every Wednesday at 9 o'clock on Lifetime TV. The Houstons on our own. And then Gary going to tell the boyfriend, you went from our godson to our boyfriend.
Yeah, you went from the godson to the boyfriend. He told him that to his face at the table.
Yes.
That's he did.
What is your agenda? What is it that
what is your title? Boyfriend or son?
No, both.
Because I'm going to tell you like this. Before Whitney died, I didn't know he existed.
I never knew he was neither.
Me neither. I didn't know
never seen him.
Never. Or heard about it. And then she was taking care of him since he was 12. Whitney,
so he been hitting that a long time.
He hit that very well. He was around when that Diane Sawyer video that interview came about. Okay? He was waiting in the rafters. Mom, I'm hungry. You hungry? Well, Diane just said, well, who's the little boy that keeps walking away?
He was in the room with Bobby. They was watching Nickelodeon. Because Bobby came out the room, didn't she?
He came out of a room.
Okay. Look.
Bobby Christina, before she got on that camera, she was in there playing with somebody.
Pat Houston. I don't know about Pat Houston yet. But Pat Houston, they got Pat Houston, Gary Houston, the daughter, Bobby Christina, the boyfriend, and sister.
Well, that's the family.
Well, look.
Because if you just have Bobby Christina, the boyfriend, and the grandma, you're going to be like, okay, this is kind of boring. You need the brother and...
Well, they're going to be fighting. It's going to be a lot. Gary look like he gets drunk and starts fighting.
Because then somebody's going to tell Pat, I think you know what happened to Whitney.
And then Ray J going to be there, too. She be like... They're going to show them at the, where was it, the Grammys or something, whatever they was fighting at. Whatever Ray J had to get up, something one day. Brandy, can you elaborate on that for us, please? How you doing, babe? What's going on?
Somebody's going to pop up and say, I think you know. Sister's going to say,
you know you killed my daughter. I know you know.
Sister's going to say that Thanksgiving dinner, that episode, because you know it comes on during Thanksgiving. Because she's going to say, I don't mean no harm. But you know, and they're going to say, well, who are you talking to? I'm talking to your wife, Gary. She knows because she was there. She got to that room a little too fast.
I told you to watch her. I told you.
Now, y'all, I don't believe that Pat Houston had anything to do. Other people do. I'm just making a joke of it. I don't believe it. But, some people think she had something to do with it.
I don't know. At this point, all we know is the results of what Whitney had. And rest in peace to
doing what she was doing.
Yes.
She was.
It's tough.
Yes. It's tough. It's tough. Whitney got on that camera and, told Oprah, I'm not talking about this no more. After this with you, that's what I'm talking about. And she kept her word. she wasn't talking about it no more because she knew she was going to go back.
Oh
right
God,
back to
don't
doing
say
it.
that.
I'm just saying.
No.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying, you know, because I thought that Whitney Houston had went down the path of. I didn't know she had went back down that path. But like you said, it's tough. It's tough.
It's a tough road. You lose weight,
especially when
I'm looking good.
Especially when she's been doing it for all those years.
You be around. You just need the right people surrounding you. That's all they say. Whitney did what she wanted to do, but I do think it's all about your surroundings. If you keep good people around you, you will do good things in spite of you wanting to do bad. You can change. It's up to you to change. Nobody can make you do a damn thing, but it's all about your surroundings. If you be around people that smoke and drink all day, you might end up doing the same thing. So it's all about the company that you leave around yourself. If she already knew she had those struggles, she shouldn't be around people that'll make her go back to that. But we're talking about we going on and on.
Somebody's not here anymore.
Yeah, I want to talk about Tamar and Vince. Now, Tamar and Vince, now I must say I enjoyed it all the way up until the point where they just keep arguing too much.
So
it is now a little bit.
Now you're starting to.
Now
you starting to see what I'm saying.
It's like they fight over the dumbest shit. Oh, I seen you on Instagram. Who put you on Instagram? Oh no. Well, who the fuck was that bitch that seen? Oh fuck that.
That's
fuck
not
that.
her saying that.
And fuck that bitch that seen them and told him and look. If y'all not arguing on what song's gonna be on the album, what vocal note she's gonna hit, some of that stuff I don't want to hear about. Y'all just be fighting for dumb stuff. He left y'all got in that restaurant with nobody in there just for Vince to just leave. Well, I'm pretty sure Vince probably came back. But you know, it's a little bit too much fighting. It's okay to sometimes try to argue, but I just don't want y'all arguing over stupid stuff. Arguing over him on Instagram, and then we seeing you in all these Instagram pictures with Vince, like you Instagram Vince all the time now. So why is this on the show where y'all fighting over him being on Instagram? I don't want to see fights like that. I want to see fights. Well, yeah, I want to see the fights over the children. When is the right time? When is the album going to drop? What song's going to be in the album? Or maybe Tony said something, or maybe Trina said something. You know, don't fight over dumb stuff, because you don't want people to think that you have a petty marriage. And right now, these fights, I'm not feeling all of these fights and arguments. It's just sometimes just be too much. And how you feel about it? I'm pretty sure you feel the same way.
I already know how I feel.
You know, but I'll be watching Tamar events and I'll be getting my life. You know, but that's all I had to. You know, that's all I really wanted to say about the show. I just had to get that off my chest a little bit. But other than that, this has been a real video. I mean, really nothing.
And we had nothing to talk about.
Yeah, we had 4 topics.
But we made it work.
Yeah.
You see the power of the square picture. There was something I wanted to say, but I think I said it, and I can't remember if I said it or not. And don't ask me what it was, because I don't know. Damn.
Oh yeah, another good. Oh, it looked like the camera. Oh, it looked like we about to run out of time because the camera said, "Bitch, I ain't got no more room."
Okay.
But Abby Lee Miller dance show comes on tomorrow night. I'm definitely gonna be watching that. Shout out to Rich Jackson. You know, we was talking about the show at the Gaga thing. He's Gaga's choreographer. Comes on Lifetime at 9 o'clock. Lifetime is coming out with a lot of shows. Maybe we need to be knocking on their door. But we will talk to y'all at another time. Oh yeah, still Magnolias. I'm not finished the movie, but I enjoyed what I've seen so far. And of course, I'm going to watch the original. And the Carlina White story, that was a good movie too. Keke Palmer did a good job, and also Sherry Shepherd did a good job. It was Lifetime is just taking over. So we'll talk to y'all. You have a good night. Peace.